Hello, lovely people. I welcome you once again to Bright and Clara's channel. Thank you all for clicking. This is episode 111 on the Oyarifa project. Alright, so again, in your view, this is a beautiful 7-bedroom house that we are putting up for our client, and this is what we call a rendering or a 3D. Okay, yes, and it gives you the pictorial view of how your house should look like when it is completed. So always catch a glimpse of your rendering. It is important. Land for sale. Do you plan to own a land in Ghana? It is important that once you believe you are an African descent, you come home and the best asset that you can acquire is by owning a land. You need to own a land by yourself in your name. You understand that you can pass on to the next generation and the next generation. So contact Select Estate, okay, on the numbers on your screen. They will assist you. The land is affordable, where an acre is not just 4 plots, but rather 6 plots. You understand? An acre at Select Estate is 6 plots, but not 4 plots. So it is important. It's affordable. Where a plot of land elsewhere can buy you 2 plots in Select Estate, then what are you waiting for? Access roads are really good. Okay, yes, and so you will love it. All right, so we are back at site. Okay, the landscaping is still ongoing. You can see that all these areas have been landscaped. It's properly done, compacted. As you can see, unlike before, you can't even walk here. But gradually, this house is turning around. Okay, if you need an electrical engineer, certified one, please contact Mr. Frank Hammond. Okay, contact Mr. Frank Hammond. He is a certified electrical engineer from the Ghana Institute of Electrical Engineers, so he has a license. A lot of electricians are walking around without a license, so they don't know the wiring code. As we speak now, the wiring code in Ghana has changed. It's not longer the red and black and the blue and all of that. No, it has changed. There are certain methodologies in terms of wiring has changed. So these certificates are issued by the Ghana Institute of Electrical Engineering, and they have seminars, they have trainings. You understand? So that they can educate people onto the best wiring practice such that we can avoid this fire hazard that is engulfing people's houses, wiring and all of that, fire and all of that. So contact Mr. Frank Hammond and he will assist you. So this whole area has been landscaped, spread neatly. Okay, there's a huge plot of land here. We can build another 2-story building here. Huge. This is a huge plot of land here. So there's going to be a lot of a planter and all of that, flower decoration. So this is the boys' quarters. This building here is the boys' quarters. Okay, it has 2 rooms in the bath. Okay, right in there. And then right over there in the corner is the outdoor kitchen. And to your left, this is another entrance to the main building. So you can exit towards the back here, or you come from the front. So you can see our piping works, everything done. And so we're going to put up the poly tank right over there. There's going to be a poly tank in that area, poly tank platform. Okay, so we're going to get a block work and do a laterite filling and get it sorted right over here. Okay, so all these areas, the architect is going to design a specific planter, and then we're going to do all the demarcation. Okay, so there's piping work all over. There's piping, so we can get water at any given time. We can get water. So far so good. You can see the house is standing solid. Okay, I put all my attention, everything, making sure that this house turned out the way it's supposed to be. So I'm not taking any chances. For the perimeter fence wall, we're going to start the plastering, but I'm going to increase the height of the perimeter fence wall. This perimeter fence wall was not done by us. It was done by someone else previously. After they purchased, I think when the client purchased the land, the first thing they did was to secure the land with a perimeter fence wall. And whoever did the perimeter fence wall did not do a good job. But that's not why we are here. We are here to correct them. You understand? We are here to correct them. So the guy is taking an estimate for the planter designs. Okay, he's taking an estimate for that. He's taking measurement actually, so that he can provide us with a quote. Okay, so basically that's what he's doing. So perimeter fence wall plastering, we're going to include waterproof because there's a lot of rainfall hitting the fence wall. So we're going to do that. When we are done, we're going to apply bitumen at the base of the perimeter fence wall. Okay, and areas where we feel there is weakness in the perimeter fence wall, we're going to break it down and reconstruct it. But we are not breaking everything entirely, but that is an additional cost to the client. So we are looking at those areas as well. This is the front side. This whole area too has been landscaped neatly, as you can see. Okay, they are spreading it one at a time, and hopefully there wouldn't be any rain water coming from the main road, because usually the water gets stuck by the front of the road, and it heads towards the bedroom, the compound, and so we want to avoid all of that. You understand? We want to avoid all of that. So gradually, step by step, everything is taking shape. Everything is taking shape. So this is the main entrance. You can see how big the main entrance is. So I'm going to have the base of the tiles. That gives you a very good welcome when you enter the house. When you step into the porch, you know that, okay, yes, this is a welcome area. So beautiful. Walls, high ceiling heights all over. The pillars and everything will welcome you. Okay, so here we were assessing all the perimeter fence wall. Okay, our goal here is to increase the height. We want to protect our client from people from jumping over. Okay, so yes, so once the perimeter fence wall, the block work is increased, plastering will take place, and then electric fencing will then also take place. We'll do the electric fencing. Understand? Electric fencing is more important. So increasing the height is very, very good. And the reason for this is because from the inside we did the landscaping, from the outside we've not. But then also we want to make sure that we make it difficult for people to even to climb. Understand? We make it difficult. So if you are climbing the fence wall, then we know that it is obvious. Why are you climbing the fence wall when there's a gate? And when there's a gate, you just have to press a bell and someone will assist you. But if you fail to comply with all of these and you want to jump the fence wall, then you're a highway person, you're a burglar, and we need to shoot you or hunt you down. Okay, yes, we don't have to spare you. Okay, so on the perimeter fence wall, we've created the tabs. There are tabs all over that at any given time you can get water. You don't have to travel to a certain area before you get water. There are tabs all over the compound, so you can get water at any given time. So it's a setup that we are doing that makes you feel more convenient when you're in the house or even on the compound. Whatever program that you want to do, there's enough space for them to run their program, people to sit down and party. Okay, it is important to consider all these factors, and that is why prior to the construction of the house, we didn't just put the house in the center of the land. We wanted to utilize the land wisely, so we moved the house towards the right hand side of the plot, and that makes way for the remaining plots on the other side. A lot of people don't consider these factors. When you're planning from the beginning, you should plan properly with your client. You shouldn't do things without informing your client. And it also boils down to whoever is building for you. How knowledgeable are they? What is their IQ level? You understand? All this plays a role, because you don't just get someone go and build my house. No, the amount of information they have that they can put forward will help making sure that your house looks good. So we making sure that there's enough plot. This is a 4 plot, and this 4 plot, we wanted to make sure that it is positioned in a way that there's enough land in the future. You understand? So that's what we did. That's what we did. So gradually, the guy is getting a design of how the planters are going to be, and he's going to prepare a quote. and then we'll give it to our client. He will send the money, and we'll do that one too as well. So all these areas we need to top it up. Okay, we need to top it up and increase the height of the perimeter fence wall. Okay, so you can see that on the back side we increase it, and then on the side of the neighbor too we increase it, but at the front we will not increase it too much, so you can have a view of the front. You understand? So here we're going to have a security post right over here. There's going to be a security post because this is close to the gate. You understand? We're going to remove the poly tank from here. Okay, move the poly tank, and then this pillar over there, we're going to demolish all the pillars and then reconstruct another one which is more thicker and bigger. You understand? So there's going to be a security post in the corner, so whenever someone comes, the security guard can come out and easily open the gate. You understand? And this is the front. Okay, so from here, like I made a video earlier, when I was in Ghana, I inspected all these areas, and I noticed that because of the slope down towards the fence wall, when it rains, the water stays there and it's affecting our block work. So we are planning on getting laterite to fill up all those areas, just so that when it rains, we won't have water sitting over there. Okay, we won't have water sitting over there. So that is the main intention. So all these pillars are going to be demolished, and then we'll reconstruct another one. So take a look at this very careful, and the next time you see it, you'll see a big change. A big change. And they need to construct the road for us. This is by the municipal and those taking the money for the land. Yeah, they need to construct the road with gutters. I don't know why people, I don't know how they think, honestly. So far so good. Our house is coming up, or coming up nicely. If you plan on getting your dream house, please get a good architect, because the designing stage is also important. Get a good architect. That is the beginning of your dream house. If you have a bad architect, everything is in shambles. Get a good architect. Okay, and take your time and plan the house thoroughly. Don't say, oh, we don't have money, I'm just myself and my two kids. No, plan it wisely and give yourself enough time. Let's say you give yourself 3 years. Once you give yourself 3 years, you know that the first year is going to be putting up the house, and then the second year is going to be finishing it up. The third year is finishing, which is the chairs, the burners, and all of that. So you've given yourself good, because once you have the estimate, you're gonna spread it for 1 year and said, okay, in this 1 year, this is what I'm going to do. So it gives you that focus to build and work and build to build. And so when you come back to the motherland, you are living like a king and a queen. You understand? You don't have to go out there, hustle all your life, and then come home and live in tiny, tiny houses. Live such a way that you are comfortable, not above your means, but to the point where you are comfortable. You understand? And then making sure that there are other businesses that you can set up that can bring you income, because that's all you need, something to survive on. You understand? So if you have businesses, ideas, make sure that you're planning that, so that in a way you can even start the business right from your house. You can start it because now everything is online. We will do everything with internet for you, and so you can start a business right from your house. You understand? So this is the back of the building. This is all the way to the back. So the road on the side and then on the left. So I'll be coming your way with episode 112, and let's see what it has installed for you. I hope you enjoyed the video. My name is Mr. Bright Antonio. I am the CEO of B&C Constructions. From me to you, shalom. God bless you. Bye-bye.